Welcome to the Atlantis Light Language Transmission. Please do let me know, TikTokers, I know you can hear me, but Facebook and YouTube, if you could let me know if I'm audible, because something was a little bit amiss with my microphone this morning. And I want to make sure that you are all hearing me, because we're going to be using the power of sound. So, without audio, we won't go far in this transmission. And today we're going to have a very cool language. It's the language of Atlantis, of the ancient civilization of Atlantis. Yes, everybody can hear me. Happy days. Welcome. Just getting myself comfortable. And I recommend you get yourself comfortable too. This transmission, just so everybody joining maybe for the first time, is a series of 13 transmissions. Today we're on day 5, which means that we've got 8 days till the start of the new edition of my light language course, where I activate other people's light languages and teach them how to use this beautiful and powerful modality with precision, with co-creation with various races of light beings. Also, tomorrow, for those of you who don't know it yet, I've got a free class on quantum consciousness technology, which is another more sophisticated term for so-called light codes. And there is a big misunderstanding, right? Light codes, people post pictures of sun reflections and refractions and refer to it as light codes. And by all means, there's massive power in the sun. And a lot of my Pleiadian transmissions are co-created with this power of the sun. And very often when I do Pleiadian transmissions, Pleiadian want me to go and do it at a certain time of the day or do some rituals at sunset or sunrise. So there is power in the sun. However, light codes or light technology from galactic races is something completely different. These are the energetic upgrades, the energetic codes that work directly in your energy field. And what I'm doing actually in those 13 transmissions now, very often I do work with different codes and galactic technology, and I'm transmitting frequency upgrades so that your energy field can be rejuvenated, can shift from certain perceptions to other perceptions. And galactic light technology is really, really life-changing. You can have codes for abundance, you can have codes for relationships. And I want to invite you to this free class, which you can access via my link tree, or if you are here on Facebook, you can go to my profile, and again, there will be my link tree. It's not my website, it's on my link tree, or reach out, because in this class, I'll be taking you behind the scenes and showing you exactly how to download, how to transfer that consciousness technology so you can do it yourself. So you don't have to rely on me coming and doing another transmission, because guess what? In a week's time, when the light language course is ongoing, and I'll be focusing my attention not here on Facebook or YouTube or TikTok, I'll be focusing my attention on my students, on the group of souls that will embark on a journey to unlock their own light language. I will be there. And also, just so you know, I have been shown by my guides that actually what I'm doing as a Starseed and light language activator is only going to be about 20% of my overall expression. And it doesn't mean I'm going to do less of it, but it says that there's 80% of other stuff that I'm meant to do here as a soul mission. And actually, that is catered towards entrepreneurs and creators and healers and working with the business energetics. And this is something that I absolutely love, just as much as I love light language and activating starseeds with superpowers and gifts. My mission is not just to activate, but to equip. So once these light language transmissions in a week are over, my focus will be shifting towards energetics of business, because it's not just to activate light workers, activate conscious entrepreneurs, but also equip them in tools so they can run profitable businesses. So, I understand that there is this really strong grid work over light workers that comes from old religious beliefs where people just donation only, or that we need to be skint when we are spiritual. And that's BS. In my opinion, that is actually keeping this world really, really strong, because if people feel bad about charging money for the services, they can't advance in the message. Yes, sometimes by donation you can advance your message, but most of the time, you need to have a team behind you. I need to pay that team. I've got a whole team supporting me. There's a video editor, there's a copywriter, there's VA. These people don't work for free. And if we create businesses like that based on 5D principles, we can really spread our message and code the entire online space as well as the offline space with our frequency. So I will be shifting into equipping entrepreneurs and conscious creators with this frequency, of business energetics, which is a whole complex subject. There's the energetics of business, energetics of money, and we can work with businesses very three-dimensionally, but we can also work with them on a deeper level, on energetic, multi-dimensional level. So watch this space. When in 8 days time I stop doing these transmissions, my energy will shift into the students of the light language course. It will also shift into the energetics of business. So don't be surprised that the type of stuff you will see me posting or you see me doing will change slightly. Probably TikTok, I'll still be doing Starseed stuff over there, but Facebook and YouTube, you'll see me with a lot more business, energetics of money type of content. But for now, we've got here the crew waiting for Atlantis Light Language transmission, and it's something that we're going to do. I'm just going to catch up quickly with your comments. Christy says, I've been dreaming of Poseidon. It feels so real. Well, I feel like, a lot of people also, I want to say something about the Atlantis and Lemuria civilizations, because before we get into the actual transmission, I want to lay some ground. Some people feel like, oh, I'm not connected to water, I'm scared of water, that means I can't have lived in Lemurian Atlantis because those civilizations were about oceans and water. Not necessarily. Actually, a lot of Atlantean and Lemurian seeds or descendants have fear of water because we've got collective and sometimes even individual trauma from drowning and from sinking of these continents. So this is something that is quite normal. I'm scared of big waves. I've had a lifetime in Atlantis as a warrior. I died a violent death by stabbing. I did not experience the continent sinking, yet still this collective memory is affecting me. So that's one thing. So that's something I want to lay out. Crystal says, my niece is seeing numbers hit her bedroom walls. Guessing that's a type of light code as well. Maybe. Sometimes when light codes come up from different galactic races, you will see them visually represented a little bit like matrix codes, but sometimes sacred geometry. So perhaps your niece is picking up on that. One thing for sure is that light codes or galactic consciousness technology is not something that you will likely miss. So when the upgrades happen, the energy is palpable. And very often when you experience my light language transmissions, it's something that you will feel. But the most important thing is not what you experience during the transmission or whether you see it or not see it. The most important thing is the changes that it affects in your energy field. If you're not shifting, if there's no new thought patterns, new kind of ways of being, it either means that you haven't received the transmission fully or you haven't integrated it fully. I'll give you an example. A few days ago, I was transmitting Pleiadian frequency, which was light in the darkness, assisting to kind of help you with shadow work. So what happened to me since, and maybe something like that happened to some of you, is certain densities that, by the way, I've done a lot of shadow work. I've released lots of densities from this lifetime, from my childhood, from ancestry, but there's always deeper layers of experiencing freedom. So after this Pleiadian transmission, for a couple of days, I had these flares of anger and stuff that was a signal that something is in the field, something is leaving the field. And there was, for me, it was really patterns of comparison, patterns of unworthiness. And today, with Atlantean language, I want to really, I want to continue on that, because this transmission of Atlantis Light Language is a transmission that will shift you into a state of healthy confidence and purge the templates of unworthiness. This is what we're doing today. Yesterday, as I sat in my bedroom and I was chatting to the Arcturians, actually not Atlanteans, the Arcturian galactic race, who are the mentors of the Atlantean people, by the way. It was really interesting because I've received a message from the Arcturian collective, which was quite personal. It was about purging the templates of unworthiness. And also, it was about the Arcturian collective consciousness and library of codes being available to everyone. There's no hierarchy. It's like open source library. And this is exactly what I'll be teaching tomorrow at the class, is how to access that. Because it is not something where there is, people who can do it and people who are like better, and there's so much hierarchy in this old spirituality where there's masters and gurus and priests and stuff like that. But it doesn't have to be like that. And I'll be teaching you tomorrow how to access the collective consciousness of races such as Arcturians to download those energetic upgrades, to transform your life in every area, whether it's relationships, whether it's finances, whether it's health, whether it's creativity, whether it's expression. There's a code for all of these things. And these codes work whilst the transmission is happening, and these codes work after that, when your field is integrating, just like my field was integrating after the Pleiadian transmission. So anyway, as I was sat and receiving energies from Arcturians, they said that they will be purging the templates of unworthiness. Any kind of feelings like I'm not deserving or like someone is better, all of that they were sucking out of my field. And they said, basically, just speak Arcturian, and as you're speaking this language, we'll suck it out of you. What happened afterwards was my Arcturian language seamlessly switched into Atlantean language, which was preparing me for this transmission today. And Atlantis was founded on the divine masculine principle, not the twisted masculine that we've known throughout the years of hierarchy, but actually divine masculine principle. Yes, there was also the reverence for divine feminine, because that's a part of divine masculine. But what I feel like I want to bring in this transmission today is, first of all, us looking at each other when we feel like we are worthy, that we are good within ourselves. And that also I want to transmit to the men here and to women's perception of men, because I feel like there is this template emerging now where men almost feel bad about being men, because they feel like they have to apologize to women for years of hierarchy and patriarchy. My message to you is, you may not have even been men in those lifetimes of hierarchy and patriarchy. You might have been a woman yourself. There's nothing to apologize for just because you one gender or another in this lifetime. I can guarantee you, knowing what I know about the Akashic records and how different souls evolve through different lifetimes, is that we have played all roles and we've been all genders. I was a man in Atlantis. And you may have been both an oppressor of women and an oppressed woman, whether you were a man or a woman in this lifetime. It doesn't matter. Your gender changes across the incarnations. So today's kind of transmission will be actually about the worthiness and actually looking at ourselves in this healthy, beautiful way of confidence, of worthiness, of actually seeing who we are and not apologizing for who we are, no matter what our external expression is, whether it's gender, whether it's choices, whether it's whatever. Whoever you are, my message to you is you're perfect as you are. And there may be many, many layers to this transmission that I'm about to do, to this, because it's multidimensional. But anyway, get yourself comfortable. Enough of me talking. Let me speak to you in Atlantean and literally transmit this consciousness technology to you. So get yourself ready. Cosmic White Witches. As really interesting you're talking about this. I got massive download the other day. Since then, I've had so much energy, like I shed all the negative crap. Yeah, that is happening. That is part of consciousness technology. We often feel that when we're receiving codes, we're receiving, and it's just upgrade after upgrade after upgrade. But in fact, the absorption, the integration of codes is depending on how much, or rather how little, other crap and other templates we've got on our field. So the more we can purge, the more we can actually make the most out of these light codes. But today is going to be also a purge of template of unworthiness in whatever way, shape, or form it can be showing up in your life. And today's transmission will be shifting you into a state of confidence, into a state of flow, into a state of feeling good within yourself, within your expression, feeling beautiful, feeling confident. So what I would like you to do is to take a couple of deep breaths and focus your energy inside your body. As you're breathing in, you are withdrawing your senses from the outside world. And you're going deep within your own energetic field and deep within your heart. With every breath in, you feel the thoughts dissipating from your head like clouds. They're just being dispersed. They come back, but in this present moment, your attention can be on here, on now, on your body and energy field, as I'm going to transmit the Atlantean language with the essence of worthiness, releasing any templates of unworthiness, and helping you see yourself in the truth of who you truly are, in your fullness, in your grace, in your beauty, in your power, in your strength. There is nothing that you need to do apart from breathe and receive. Open your energetic field with the intention of receiving fully this multidimensional transmission in coded language of light of the ancient civilization of Atlantis. Kurakata masha kera suku mukaraka sak tarashuturu kusek aramakata kumuk kearaka tena kurum arakak terasukuru kareshat yat turukumar tarayas aikuishukara kerutusuk aramara keratukuru tekat numalase ia alamane itorusu numaru ia arru ia arru ia arru ia arru. Your throat is being cleared. You may even feel this. You may need to take a couple of throat clearing. It's being cleared. Your expression is being cleared. So you can unapologetically be you, the very essence of who you are and your expression. You deserve to be seen in all of your glory, but you don't need to compare yourself to anyone. You know better or know worse. You just a. Kurumata shukusumera tarisat. Rushukumera tarakusu durakama na shekera kurukusu karamaket. Rakat iak arakama rakatushu kusemere kerakus. Keranumarashater. Ter uruturu karamera kiakuru kurusak. Shak tarikaru kurumakarak. Tarakusu kumare sakaru marshuturu meyanare. Dur kuraya takashur nia karamekaru tutsukur. Ratia karamashu turusem. Retaria suru kuramera tarakushu tariosu kuramea eanamarase karaturushuru turusuru turumera teramare tiu turukarashu turukaremia sakaramane nerusuru turusharia karasam terakusuru karamasam terasukuru marashata karasam kerasukuru marasatara kamasam turukuru sarakarakamarassam eturusukereka kushuru kurasem surukuram tarashuru kurukesaramasem. Ancient codes that are already in your body just by you being here on earth, which are dormant, are now coming online. They're coming alive. They're being woken up. Kera turumushu kursari karatasat, shuru kurakara karakam, nerak arakasu kurukura marashate rakasi kurukarak, nerakuru murushu tarakasak, tarasak, tarasak, terakuru, shetaratia sukuru, tarasana marashutru sukura, ruk, 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 karataraka sukuru kura maraseturu, shuture mia asa, turushura meratia suru, aratera surukura marakak, terumura arashuru, aramashuru, 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 aratak. And as these patterns and templates of worthiness, of your own divinity, of your own beauty, of your own power, of feeling good being who you are coming alive, are lightening up in your system, any patterns of unworthiness literally are being pushed out to the periphery. So just let them go. Let them go. Let them go. And any thoughts, any feelings, any low vibrations of I don't deserve, I'm not as good, I'm not good enough, and any other ways, shapes, or forms that this unworthiness can be showing up in your life will have a chance to leave the system. Leave it once and for all, because those energetic upgrades, if fully integrated, are permanent. This is the beauty of working with energy. What we do already happens. Kera marakashu kurusuru tarakara manekuru, karanura karakashak, sarakuturu karamara, terakuru kurukak, terakurusuru teretia marashak, terasuk turusuk turusuk, returu kusukuru kutashatara sukurumuk, terakak turukushu turusut, rus tus turasera teratiru, nerakuru kuramak, tarakateru sukuru marashere, eratusu, 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 eratu. Take a few deep breaths now, all the way into your solar plexus, all the way down to your belly. Any pent-up energy, any stagnant energy from this area where your power, your confidence, your feeling of being good about yourself is being stored, this has got a chance now to reset. So just take few more deep breaths into your belly as these light codes from Atlantis are integrating in your system, and as the old stagnant energy is leaving, and as the new beautiful templates of confidence, of worthiness are coming alive. Every breath in, you are getting more and more power into your system. You giving more and more power. You're lightening up these new templates that have been uploaded to your field. And with every breath out, you are letting go of the old stagnant energy of unworthiness, of comparison. Shutarakasera kurumurasate yakaraka rutusuru turushomarate set turushukaramareta arakat turusuku keratusu keratusu keratusu. This energetic transfer is now coming to an end. The codes are stabilizing in your field. So what you can do now is send the waveform frequency of gratitude towards the Atlanteans and also towards your beautiful heart for being open to receive. Give yourself a big hug energetically. You can even do so physically. Give yourself a big, big hug. Pat on the back. Well done, you. This energetic transfer is now complete. You can open your eyes if you have them closed and start breathing in slowly, coming back to your physical senses, coming back to planet Earth, feeling the earth under your feet, under your sit bones, and know that the codes that have been stored will result in upgrades and changes of perception, attitude, as you continue onto your day. Namaste. Thank you so much. Sai asks, why am I crying? Sometimes when energy is moving, it causes us to release pent-up emotions. And it doesn't always have to be because you're upset or because you're moved. It's just your body reacting to energy, which is very strong. Maybe pursue and ask yourself, actually, is there any particular emotions that are being stored and that are needing to be released? Whatever you do, whenever a purge of templates of unworthiness or any other templates is coming, do not hold back. My husband always says when he works with clients individually and helping them purge trauma, it's like having a sink full of water. When we start working with it, we're taking the plug out. Don't put the plug back into the sink. Let it drain. Let it flow. So that's that. Christy says this was amazing and sounded very familiar to me. Well, you may have had a life as an Atlantean. Someone here, JC on TikTok says, I was too late, but thank you. Don't worry, you can catch it up on YouTube, all of you TikTokers. And tomorrow I've got a full class. Go to my profile and you can catch the full transmission if you need it. Cosmic White Witch release. Lindy says, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, Riya and Atlantis. So much love and gratitude. Thank you, Christy, for participating. Anders, thank you so much. Wonderful energy. My mind drifted away for a short time, but I'm back now. Heather says, such a powerful release of much pent-up being let go. Thank you. That's awesome. Renee says, at the end, I saw myself standing tall in the middle of an oak tree. Beautiful. I've had these kind of visions of trees, so I think we were tapping into the same energy. Erica says, made me cry too, and actually was in the toilet, so I really released mine. Oh, wow. Yeah, sometimes we need to kind of go and kind of, have our own space, and toilet is as good of a space as anywhere else. And by the way, talking about toilet, because I'm an actor in Starseed, I've got toilet humor. It's kind of, sometimes those purges of energy can actually have physical sensations, like ayahuasca. There's certain codes that I transmit which make people run to the toilet or even like vomit. I can do that with energy without kind of any external substance. So that is actually possible. And please know that if that's happening, that's normal. In the purge stage, you can be physically purging as well. And it's just like ayahuasca. So that's that. The empowerment flowing in. Wow. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Sending you so much love. I'll see you tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow twice. Because first we're going to have a morning 8 a.m. on transmission of light language number 6. Is it? Anybody can guess what light language I'll be transmitting tomorrow. We're playing this guessing psychic game every every day. So have a guess. I'm just catching up here in comments on TikTok. I felt my third eye flipping back and forth. So amazing. Blue light sparking. I was floating like I was in water. Yeah, all these sensations, when those frequencies hit your field, that's all normal. But I'm waiting to hear from you guys. What do you think we're going to be transmitting tomorrow? What galactic or maybe not galactic race is with us tomorrow for the light language? And the medal goes to Crystal, who says Andromedan. Yes, tomorrow we're going to have an Andromedan transmission. Well done on your psychic abilities, Crystal. You have arrived. It's all good. So yeah, it's going to be Andromedan. But also tomorrow, I've got a free class. Just a reminder, last minute reminder in the comments here is Riya Loveguard Galactic Sound Technology, or quick bit.ly Galactic Sound is the shortened version of it. Guys on TikTok, you can just head to my link tree and it's all beautiful there. It's going to be tomorrow in the afternoon at 2 p.m. Mountain Time, or wherever you are. You get the time conversion link after you sign up. And if you can't be with us live, don't worry, still sign up, because then we'll send you a replay. We'll only be sending the replay to everybody who signed up. We don't want to spam people who are not interested. And it's going to be awesome, because I'll be taking you behind the scenes of what it is like to be downloading and working with consciousness technology, so you can create transmissions like the one today yourself. So I hope to see you all there. If you are enjoying those transmissions, consider sharing, consider like paying it forward and tagging whoever needs to kind of know about it. I think we all have some templates of unworthiness to purge. So if you can kind of share it with a fellow soul, I'm sure they'll be grateful. You're gonna help them a lot. Thank you so much for today, and I'll see you twice tomorrow. First at 8 a.m. on the transmission with Andromedan language, and then 2 p.m. at the free class. See you.